Alright, in this gameplay I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks for squad play. I'm playing with McFly, Fuzzbucket, and Chevy, who meets an untimely death. See how I always put Moisty, because Moisty is my favorite damn place in the whole game. But we notice the bus is hitting straight onto Moisty, and we want to go to that far side of the map, so we're going to go Haunted Hills. Um, that way, I want to get as far away from the bus as possible. You see I have guys on the left side of us, so I'm letting my squad know. You can't hear audio, which is a bummer, but you can see I'm alerting my teammates to where the enemies are. This whole time right now, I'm telling them that these guys are probably going to be short to haunted. One guy's going to make it, the other one's going to be short, but I know we're going to have a battle off the start. So the key now is finding a weapon on drop. So I'm following this guy, and I'm going to peel off to the left. Or I guess I'm peeling off right, but I'm going to hit these houses because I know that other guy was short. I have to sneeze. Fuck, I'm sorry. Wow. Alright, so I'm breaking in. I always hit the roofs of places first. Because there's usually chests in the roof. And I'm going to move through. I don't have time to check for ammo boxes under the stairs, but that's a good place for them. And I know Chevy's being attacked right now, so I'm moving in. So Chevy knocks one, and they automatically elim, which we call endgaming. Normally in squads, it's just not cool to endgame someone unless I will endgame people if their squad's moving in on me and he's the only one that knows my location, because he can relay that to other people. But normally endgaming is just really frowned upon. Fuzzbucket takes out the threat, but we know that there's still another one around because there's that guy knocked. So knowing who's knocked, who's not knocked is key. So as soon as you knock or eliminate someone in squads, you gotta let your team know, hey, that was a knock, or hey, that was an elim. Because if it's an elim, then you know that you've gotten rid of the threat. If it's a knock, then you know you gotta be weary of your surroundings of other players. So I'm here thinking the chest's up in the roof, but I'm pretty damn sure that it's in the basement, so I don't get it. Someone took a shot at me, so I know there's a guy here, and McFly takes him down together. I'm gonna pivot. I honestly love the submachine guns better. You'll see I'll start getting some materials. The reason I like Moisty so much is because you get so much wood at the start. But over here in this top left corner is still good because you got junk junction. You get some metal. You can get some trees as well. So now it's just looking for loot. I know we've taken care of the problem. I hear a chest to my left. I'm gonna grab this ammo first. I really wish you guys could hear audio and make this a lot better experience, but it is what it is. I get the scoped rifle, and usually if I don't have a sniper yet, I'll take those just so I have a scope. I won't use it very often to actually shoot people, but I can use it to see longer distances, which is key. But here I think I'm just gonna end up leaving it. I have one mini shield and 5 bandages, so I will be carrying those until we start actually getting better items, and then we'll decide on who holds onto what. Because normally in squads you're going to have one guy holding onto big shields, one guy's holding onto med kits, one guy holding onto minis, and one guy holding onto a chug jug or bandages. We got a good circle. I check it out. So we're going to move north up the coast. Usually before they added all the west coast attractions like tilted towers and shifty shafts, this top left was a great place to drop because you could work down the north coast or work up the north coast towards Anarchy, just like my Moisty to Prison strat, or work down the coast and hit all those houses, and there was just not a lot of people here, which was always really nice. So now we're going to work into junk. I don't have that much materials, so I don't know what I'm doing right here. But I do see something purple over there. And I messed up my builds, so I gotta edit them. I get up there, I realize it's another perp tac shotgun, so someone can take it. Another thing in squads, you gotta communicate on loot. So if you know somebody's in AR, making sure they know where the ARs are. Blue bursts, I'm not a big fan. A lot of people really like them, but I'll leave them for teammates because a lot of my other teammates like him better. See, I dropped the bandages. I'm going to start being the one to stack med kits, I believe, in this gameplay. We'll see. I see a big potion over there, and I'm like, uh-oh, I have potions, I have minis, and now I have a med kit. So I got to figure out what I want to take. But luckily, I am at 50 shield, so I'm able to take it. When I first started playing squads, it was always, oh, let's get everyone around 50 first before we get full. But now it's kind of just unspoken. We all just, if we can get to 100, we take 100, because it's better to have one guy, at 100 with all his shields used than holding onto a shield for someone else and then getting attacked, because then he's not at shield either, and it's just better to get the shields on as soon as possible. Those pallets that I was hitting give you a ton of materials, so they're huge. I don't know why I haven't really switched my inventory around. Once I find the sniper, if I find a sniper this game, I'm pretty sure I do, that's when I'll start switching my inventory around. Another thing, I'm pretty sure we run up on some people here, but again, I hear someone saying they need ammo, you drop your ammo. It's always key to have communication, because if you have one guy with 20 bullets, they're not going to be much in a fight. Having all 4 guys stocked up and ready for a battle as much as you can is huge. Run into a tree there. I see another potion, so I had to communicate with my team that there's a big potion over here, as long as minis. I pick up the minis. I leave the big potion for my teammates to pick up because I can't hold it, and I just start making my way through medieval. Also, having good callouts for locations is huge. So like this place we call medieval. There's prison that's not listed. All the non-named locations are good to know, or have little nicknames for your team. And I can do a list and put those on the Discord for everybody, so we can get everyone talking as one, and then people aren't saying things that other people don't understand. I'll work with Cuddle on that. And so now I drop that submachine gun for the chug jug, just because the chug jug is, you never leave a chug jug. Always good to have in battle for when guys go down. They make things difficult though with carrying, because you can only carry one at a time, and I can't jump up on a wood stair, so that's great. Always looking for ammo boxes. Nothing worse than running out of ammo. I remember when I first started playing this game, coming from PUBG, I was like, damn, like, they don't give you a lot of ammo in this game, and it's true. So making sure that you always get your chances at ammo. Find another chug jug, which is really, really good, except I can't carry it, so hopefully someone on the team can pick it up. Find another purple tack. I'd still would take a green submachine gun over a purple tack, but that's my personal preference. They just honestly melt people, and if you miss one shot, it's not like it's the end of the world. You have 34 others that can land, and shotguns are just so sporadic with how much damage they actually do. If they started patching those, maybe I'd think about it. Here we're discussing who's carrying what, who's carrying med kits, who's carrying minis. I volunteer to carry the minis, so anytime someone sees minis, they say nbelcik minis, and I'll come pick them up, just so that we're making sure our slots are full. Giving a big shield to someone else. It's a problem too with this game is we lost Chevy at the beginning, so notice how I dropped the purple for the green SMG. I don't know where I was. We lost Chevy at the beginning, so we have less slots in order to carry stuff. But I end up getting a sniper. So knowing your team's strength, so I'm known with most of the groups I play with as a pretty good sniper. So if someone finds a sniper and they're not as talented with it, you give it up. Obviously you want to learn how to play, so like if I'm playing with someone new, I'll let them have the sniper just so they can get the hang of it, because it's always good to have someone, multiple people who can wield a sniper, because snipers are probably my favorite and my opinion the best guns in the game. But you can see there Fuzz Bucket and McFly's pretty good with one, but not as good as me. Suck at McFly. But they know Fuzz has played with me before. He knows that I hit a lot of my snipes, so they'll hand those off to people. And the same with me, I'll hand off rocket launchers and grenade launchers, because I just prefer not to use those. I don't really like explosives very much. And now we're pretty low on spots, so instead of keeping my 75 health, we're just going to use the med kit now to get up to 100, and then I'll pick my minis up. You see how I'm jumping up and down just in case there's a sniper watching us. They can't get an easy headshot. Now we're going to move into Motel. The guys were getting pretty upset with me this game because we were down one, and I was pushing pretty hard into areas because I just like killing people. That's just, I need to keep my KD up. But trying to stay together in squads is key. Once you do get that squad cohesiveness, it's really nice you can normally like spread 2 and 2 around the map instead of having everyone go to one place. You can do like the prison moisty tactic and be fine. But staying together is key, especially when you're down a man. Because if you get jumped on, it's kind of hard to hold off the whole squad for more than 10 to 20 seconds with your builds without your squad. But here I'm telling McFly to take one of the shields because we don't have room for that one because he's only at 75. That'll get him up to 100 and we'll be ready for a fight. And here I am checking Motel before I run in, and I'm looking at the loot when I start to see guys reel in. So I back off because I know that these guys aren't close to me yet, but I know that there's a squad there, and I'm waiting for my boys to show up for support before I start taking any shots. And so another key thing is when you do see a squad, you always need to tell your squad, and you need to tell them how many you see. So here I saw 1 to 2 guys. So I let them know that I have 2 guys. I hit one hard because my guys are closer now. I see the second. I'm going to take the shot. Once you already shoot, they know where you're at. So hit him again. Always using that third-person peek to know when he's looking. I'm looking for the second guy, but I can't find him when I notice there's a whole nother squad coming in. Disregard this shot. I'm pretty good at sniper, I think, but missed there. So I know these guys are in circle. So I let my team know that they're out of circle. I give them numbers, making sure they know. I alert them to the guy down that I downed in this house here. We don't see him at first, so we're going to start building. I'm building this one here as well as the one to my left, so I have multiple areas to shoot from. Because if you're shooting from the same area every time, someone's just going to train their sniper on that little spot and take you out. So having multiple locations where you can peek out is always good. So now it's just we're trying to find where the enemies are. I see one there, and I see Fuzz building a base, so I'm going to start building my 1x1. Just getting that height advantage on everyone else is key. I see one there, knock him out. I know he's getting shot from the side, so I know there's more.
Another guy in there.
Here I'm going to elim just because I'm an asshole. Knock another. You can shoot through fences, just so you know. And then also through walls if they're like that. And so I saw those 2 guys inside, so I'm making sure my team knows that there's 2 inside and that I've knocked 2 outside. I wish you could hear our communication. But here I'm going to start moving on top because I know I'll have height advantage over these guys. When this guy comes up on me and I pull out the submachine gun, I mess up and hit my minis. But again, I'm going for the elim because I know there's multiple people here and we're down. If you're down to 2, 3 guys, maybe even yourself, always go for the elims. Here I miss a lot, but I'm able to come back and get the aim. Again, there I'm telling them that I got a straight elim, just so that they know that that whole team is gone. But then I hear someone reload inside Motel, so I know there's at least 1 to 2 other guys in here. But again, we see map awareness, knowing that we're far from circle and circle's coming in. We got to move. I knew that at this point the circle would be running just as fast as we were, so we were all right. But I knew we just had to start moving. They're going for the revive, and luckily these guys did not see them on the revive, and so we're able to get some good damage on him and knock one out. So there it's like he's gone. No one can save him because he's out of circle. He's knocked down. It's coming in fast. He's screwed. So I'm telling these guys to run because they're low on health, but they just keep fighting. But luckily we do get the elim, because if Fuzz had gone down there out of circle, then he would have been end gamed. We would not have been able to save him. Luckily we do have the chug jugs to get McFly up, and I'm letting my team know that I do have that chug jug in order for them to get up. So if people are being hurt, you got to make sure that you let them know who has the proper meds to heal them. I did see a guy 195 above me, and so I'm alerting my team about him, and they told me not to push because they're getting upset that I keep on pushing into things by myself. And so I'm alerting them to the base over there as well. But they need to heal, so we're not going to go into combat until we get everyone healed. It's another thing. You can't be rushing into battles that you can't fight when you only have one guy at full health. You need to get your team up. So we're going to chill here for a second while we get this heals. But also, again, I become greedy again, as you'll see in a second. But see, we're dropping our chug jugs. We're dropping our shields for everybody. I throw up the wall just in case someone comes up. So this is the way that we are keep everyone healed up, is everyone's holding different items, and they know it's their job to drop them when the time's needed. So I move up here to try and scout out the situation to our south, because I know there's a bunch of fighting going on. Luckily I turn to our right, pull out the sniper, and notice the guy aiming at me, so I get to move out of there quick. These guys were upset at me again, which is warranted. But I knew we can't go up that stair anymore because they saw me there, so we're going to build our own on the backside of this mountain where they can't see us at all. So using that natural cover in order to get around your opponents is key, because you can't be building things or running up builds where people had previously seen you, because they'll know you're there. They'll be expecting you. It's all about coming up on people unexpected, like this. This guy was not expecting to get just absolutely destroyed right here. And so they're just an easy elims. He knocked, so he didn't die straight away, but now he's down because we're elimming because we're low on people. And we're also kind of assholes, but we hear people coming up the stairs. I get a little lost here. I take out the one. See how that thing just melts people? It's too good. It's too good. But we end up knocking one, and I think they're not really talking to me much here, so I'm not sure where this other guy is. He's literally behind me, but I literally had no idea. And so I come in and get the final kill. And now it's just about healing, getting ready for the next battle. Normally in this situation I'd build a 1x1 with a stair, but I'd go underneath the stairs because they wouldn't expect me there, and get my heals on and then go into battle. But there, I think those guys are too far enough in order to push, so we're fine. I'm going to push down this left side of this mountain so this big base can't see me. And I mess up here a lot. But it's okay. I was really scared about the circle here, but I ended up fine. So now it's just scouting out the area. Another big thing is knowing where enemies are. So as soon as you see people, it's key just to nail them. These guys used a launch pad to get in the circle. Launch pads are huge. Hopefully one of these gameplays will show you guys some tactics with the launch pad. I used it in a game previously. It wasn't even to get to someone's base, it was to get out of our own, because it was being attacked from different sides. So we used the launch pad, got behind some natural cover, healed up, and were able to get the W in another game. But I don't know if I have that one saved. Here, it's a 4v4 at this point, we believe. We're looking up on the hill. There are guys up on the hill, but I don't have view because of the tree, so my job is watching these guys to the north. Fuzz and McFly can handle those guys on the hill because they can't see me, I can't see them. I'm watching these guys peek. I don't know who to snipe. I miss a shot. I don't know how I missed that one. But I'm keeping their attention on me while those guys watch the other guys and keep looking around. I shoot my own thing. I'm not this incompetent, I swear. And I finally do get a hit. And so that hit scares those guys. They end up falling into their base a little bit farther back, and not peeking out as much because they know that I'll hit them. And if you hit someone with a sniper, even if you don't knock them, let them know, because they'll know that they're weak. And then if you know enough people, you can always push. And so I'm going to use this natural cover to the right. Also, it's the short side of the circle. And this will get me into better position around these guys. They can't see me move up. They probably still think I'm in their base. To be completely honest, I make a mistake here. The bush strat is good. No one can see me. But while these guys are building, that's a real good time to push up. So I should have pushed up to the tree and circle right now while they're building, because they're not going to be paying attention to where I am. McFly's moving up onto and pushing those guys off that hill. And I don't see this guy to my left whatsoever. But he starts taking shots at me. And since I pushed a little too late, these guys got their build up and were able to start taking shots at me as well. But he threw a nade. I got the snipe on him. I still get hit from this guy. McFly somehow gets into their base and does some damage. I keep missing my shots. Also, always reload after every battle. Messed up there. It could have been really bad. But I'm going to go for the elim. And then I jump in here, which probably wasn't a good idea with low ammo and with my scar out, and go down. But we're able to get the grenades in for the dub. Yeah, so that's some strategy for squads. I'll probably do some more of these with different situations, but these are just some pretty simple ones. So, yeah, thanks for watching.